Welcome, fellow adventurers. Today we're leaving the well-trodden path behind and venturing deep into the heart of the Himalayas, Nepal, a land of giants. We're not just heading for the famous peaks, we're diving into the secret folds of the mountains to discover breathtaking hidden valleys, whispered about by seasoned trekkers. These are remote sanctuaries of raw, untamed beauty, ultimate destinations for those who crave true wilderness. Forget the crowds and familiar trails. We're about to explore 15 valleys, each a unique tapestry of nature, culture, and spirit. The wild is calling. Let's dive in. Our first stop is Tsum Valley, a sacred bayul, a hidden valley of happiness on the border with Tibet. Closed to outsiders until recently, Tsum is a journey through ancient forests and across roaring rivers, leading to a world where time stands still. The Tsumbas, people of Tibetan origin, have preserved their culture in pristine isolation, living lives of compassion and non-violence. Trekking here is an immersion into a living culture, culminating at Mugampa, an ancient monastery perched at the edge of the world. In this sanctuary, surrounded by silence and snow peaks, you feel the enduring beauty of faith and wilderness. Next, we descend into Barun Valley, a lost world at the base of Makalu, the world's fifth highest peak. This untouched sanctuary is a vertical world of contrasts, lush subtropical forests below, alpine meadows and glaciers above. Home to rare species like the snow leopard and red panda, Barun is a haven for biodiversity. The trek is demanding, but the reward is profound solitude and a connection to nature's raw power. There are no villages here, only the amphitheater of rock and ice, dominated by Makalu's perfect pyramid. It's a place that humbles you, strips away the non-essential, and connects you to something ancient. Barun Valley is a journey into the planet's primordial heart. North of the Annapurna Circuit lies the Nar and Phu Valleys, a secret passage to ancient Tibet, isolated until 2003. The landscape is a high-altitude desert of sculpted canyons and medieval villages clinging to the mountainsides. Here, Tibetan culture thrives, untouched by time. Villagers spin wool, herd yaks, and harvest barley as they have for centuries. The ancient monasteries and labyrinthine alleys of Phu and the windswept ridge of Nar offer a glimpse into a world that has vanished elsewhere. Exploring these valleys is a challenge, but the reward is an authentic connection to a lost kingdom. The Nar Phu Valley is a journey for true explorers. Our expedition now takes us to Humla Valley, one of Nepal's most remote regions, accessible only by plane or a long trek. This isolation has preserved a unique culture, more Tibetan than Nepali, along the ancient salt trading route beside the Karnali River. The landscape is stark and rugged. Villages are oases of green, and life is a constant struggle against the elements. Humla is the starting point for the sacred pilgrimage to Mount Kailash, imbuing the valley with deep spiritual energy. Trekking here means self-sufficiency, endurance, and respect for the land and its people. Humla is a true adventure into one of the last wild frontiers of the Himalayas. Closer to Kathmandu, the Langtang Valley feels a world away, renowned for its mountain scenery and resilient Tamang people. The trek follows the Langtang Kola River through lush forests, opening to alpine meadows and yak pastures beneath the towering Langtang Lirong. The 2015 earthquake devastated this region, but the spirit of the people remains unbreakable. Sacred chortens and the ancient Kyanjin Gompa mark the valley's spiritual heart. The final ascent to Kyanjin-ri offers panoramic Himalayan views, glaciers, lakes, and endless peaks. Langtang is a blend of natural beauty, culture, and accessible adventure. Our journey leads to Rolwaling Valley, steeped in legend and mystery, sandwiched between Everest and Langtang. Known as the Grave, this wild narrow valley is the legendary birthplace of the Yeti and home to authentic Sherpa culture. The spiritual heart is Bedding Village beneath sacred Gauri Shankar, with ancient monasteries and meditation caves. Beyond lies Chorolpa, a vast glacial lake, and the technical Tashi Lapcha Pass into the Khumbu. Rolwaling is for seasoned adventurers, testing your skills, rewarding you with solitude and mythic beauty. Descend to the lush Arun Valley, one of the world's deepest, carved by the mighty Arun River east of Everest. This trek is about immersion, through subtropical forests, vibrant villages, and terraced fields, far from the crowds. The Arun Valley is a hotspot of biodiversity and cultural diversity, home to Rai and Limbu communities. The journey is gentle, offering distant panoramas of Makalu and Everest, and a slower, more authentic pace. Here, adventure is found in quiet beauty and cultural connection. In the far west lies Kopted Valley, a high-altitude plateau of rolling meadows and pristine forests, sacred to Kopted Baba. The park is a sanctuary, no alcohol, tobacco, or animal slaughter, preserving purity and peace. Spring brings wildflowers and grazing herds, while over 270 bird species fill the air with song. Accommodation is basic, adding to the sense of remoteness and self-reliance. Kopted is a place for solitude, introspection, and spiritual renewal. Prepare for Dolfo Valley, a high-altitude desert immortalized in The Snow Leopard, closed to outsiders until 1989. Dolpo's surreal landscape, barren hills, deep canyons, and the turquoise Poksundo Lake feels otherworldly. The Dolfo Pa people, practicing the ancient Bon religion, have preserved their culture in isolation. The spiritual heart is Shea Gompa and the Crystal Mountain, a pilgrimage site said to cleanse one's sins. Trekking here is a serious undertaking, but the reward is a glimpse into a world untouched by time. From Dolfo's desert, we reach Rara Valley, home to Nepal's largest and most beautiful lake, Rara Lake. The journey is part of the charm, a remote flight, a walk through pine forests, and the reward of perfect tranquility. Trails around the lake offer easy walks, meadows dotted with horses, and hillsides ablaze with rhododendrons in spring. There are no large settlements, just pristine nature, boating, camping, and stargazing. Rara is a sanctuary for quiet contemplation and the overwhelming beauty of nature. Enter Mustang Valley, the former Kingdom of Lo, a high-altitude desert with a culture and landscape more Tibetan than Nepali. The journey is surreal, eroded canyons, wind-sculpted cliffs, and the world's deepest gorge carved by the Kali Gandaki River. Lo Manthang, the walled capital, is a labyrinth of monasteries and ancient sky caves, shrouded in mystery. The Lobas have preserved their traditions for centuries, offering a rare glimpse into a living Tibetan culture. Mustang is a privilege to explore, a journey back in time amid elemental beauty. Next is Panch Pokhari Valley, 5 sacred lakes, a pilgrimage site for Hindus and Buddhists northeast of Kathmandu. The trek ascends from terraced farmlands through rhododendron forests to a basin of pristine lakes at 4,100 meters. During Janai Purnima, pilgrims bathe in the sacred waters, believing in their power to cleanse sins. Even in solitude, the sanctity is palpable, camping under stars surrounded by dramatic Himalayan peaks. Panch Pokhari is a journey of spiritual renewal and breathtaking beauty. Far in the northwest lies Limi Valley, one of Nepal's last true Shangri-Las, open to trekkers only in 2002. The trek is a genuine expedition, over high passes, through green valleys and arid plateaus, into absolute isolation. The 3 villages, Til, Halji, and Jang, preserve ancient Tibetan culture and the 11th century Rinchen Gompa. Wildlife thrives here: snow leopards, blue sheep, and the rare Tibetan wild ass. Limi is a step back in time, a pristine ecosystem and living culture protected by the Himalayas. In the east, Ilam Valley offers gentle beauty, rolling hills blanketed in emerald tea gardens. Here it's about leisurely walks, fragrant air, and learning the art of tea production, with views of distant Kanchenjunga. The region is home to Limbu and Rai communities, and the pace is slow, perfect for relaxation and rejuvenation. Ilam proves Nepal's beauty lies not just in its peaks, but in its green hills and rich culture. Our final gem is Sinduli Valley, famed for its history and scenic beauty in Nepal's middle hills. The Sinduli Gadi Fort marks the site where the Gurkhas defeated the British in 1767, a pivotal moment in Nepal's history. Beyond the fort, the valley offers gentle hills, orange groves, and welcoming villages, making it accessible and rewarding. Sinduli is a reminder that adventure is found in both nature and the tapestry of human history. Our expedition through Nepal's hidden valleys ends here, but the journey within continues. These valleys are more than destinations. They are gateways to deeper understanding, challenge, and inspiration. If this adventure has stirred your spirit, join our community and keep the fire for exploration burning bright. The world is full of hidden wonders. Stay wild.